Well, hi everybody, and welcome back to Impi, your friendly catamaran. So, we are a couple sailing around the world on our catamaran Impi, a lagoon for 40 catamaran, having departed South Africa many years ago now. Well, Cape Town to Brazil, up through the Caribbean islands, the British Virgin Islands, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, Florida and the Keys, down to Cuba, Jamaica, Panama, Las Perlas, Galapagos Islands, Marquesas to the Tuamotu Archipelago, the Society Islands to Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, down to New Zealand, back to New Caledonia, and currently, having just arrived in Australia, we have sailed many miles on this boat. It is truly our home on the sea. Right, so this is part 2 of our series Sailing the Southern Lagoon of New Caledonia. We hope you took a look at part 1. If not, please do so. This is a region we would like to share with you all before sharing footage of our arrival in Australia. We will keep these visits to the various islands shorter than usual so we can share more of them. We hope you will enjoy this. Right, so you will recall from episode 1 our friends Thierry and Coralie, being local folks to New Caledonia, joining us on their catamaran called MANTA, seen here. Well, they had come down to show us some of their favourite islands and cruising grounds, which is amazing because it's always great to have local knowledge. So at this point we followed Thierry and Coralie. We followed MANTA down the reef here to a place called Recife. Never mind, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Anyway, anchoring off this reef is absolutely amazing. I mean, the reef is mostly submerged except for a thin barrier onto which the waves break, and this is all that separates the ocean, you know, which is some kilometers deep on one side, and a mere 100 meters away where we are anchored with sand just beneath the hulls. It's really incredible to think of. Okay, and as beautiful as the place is, snorkeling on the reef saw us with some wind causing a chop on the water surface a bit disturbed, unfortunately, as well as some strong current pulling us in a certain direction, and this required keeping the dinghy close to hand.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful. Oh, he's friendly, eh? Oopsie. Oops, sorry. Wow, that is beautiful. Wow. Amazing, eh? Was he just lying there?
Yes, she was sleeping in the rock. And
Wow.
then she woke
Yeah,
up
and this is another thing I love about the local folks here in New Caledonia. They really take care of their environment and the creatures that live around their islands. Thierry likes to check up on turtles and all other creatures, make sure that there's no fishing lines attached to them, make sure that they're in good health generally. They really care for their animals. It's so amazing. Okay, so that was a cool visit on the reef, dropping anchor just off the reef. And Terry now wanted to show us another favorite island of his called Nda, that's Nda. So it was time to lift anchor in what was now becoming a little lumpy for a lengthy stay in any case. So this time, and with a building breeze, we managed to sail down to the island of Nda.
A stunning little island called Nda, and just amazing. I mean, we're not going to stay here overnight. We're just going to stop and have lunch and take a stroll on this island called Nda. And man, I hope the camera really picks up the blues of the water and the white sands. And it's just amazing, New Caledonia. These are rare shell collectors.
Okay, so I was born in a sheep farm in South Africa. My father taught me to herd sheep, but here on the islands, Thierry and the lads, they herd crabs, man. Well, hey guys, I'm sure you would all agree that Thierry certainly has the moves, man. He has the moves. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Thierry Chouta. Well, right folks, back to the island. Now, that is picture perfect. Even with a steady breeze building, the island is just magnificent. Sadly, not a great overnight anchorage with any kind of wind blowing, but still beautiful. As shared in previous videos, sea snakes or trichuria are commonplace on these islands. I referred to them in my previous video as being poisonous. However, one of our viewers reminded me that snakes are not poisonous, they are venomous. I had to learn the difference, so my apology for that, folks.
Hey, Kouare!
Sadly, good visits come to an end, and we need to lift anchor now and depart this beautiful island of paradise. The good news is, many more beautiful islands to discover here in New Caledonia. So let's get that anchor hoisted and let's get going. Okay, so an increasing strength in the wind meant not anchoring at Nda for the night and meant sailing back to Kouare Island via Ile Terre. Now, we would spend the night at Kouare Island before heading onward for the other islands. So here we are sailing past Terre Island, and you may recall our flight with Guy Kane in our previous video, Guy Kane the vet, and where we actually circled Terre Island, and here it is. Okay folks, so let's mention this. A follower of ours on YouTube and Facebook wrote to say he would really appreciate it if we could get hold of a drone and take footage of our travels. We mentioned to him that we have tried this, but we would actually need a user-friendly drone, such as the Phantom. Well, he set up a GoFundMe account to get that drone. Now, no pressure folks, there's no pressure here on anybody ever. But if you would like to be part of that program for drone footage of the islands we visit, please support his page at this link.